शिवा क्या बोल रहे? कुछ नहीं बोल रहे. Why? Yes, you come every day. ठीक है, बी रेगुलर. और ये सोनाली कहाँ है? तबीयत ठीक है उसकी? ठीक तो है. कहाँ पे है? She is not well. This week you will have objective test on right to equality and preamble. Right, subjective next week. ठीक है, एक पे ही फोकस करिए. Yesterday we talked about reservation, right? A basic about reservation. Today is, what is date? आज किसी का बर्थडे तो नहीं है? किसी का बर्थडे तो नहीं है? 4 साल में एक बार आता है. होता है ना किसी का? 4 साल का 29 फेब को है तो 28 को ही कर लेगा. 28 को रात में कर लेगा, 29 मान करके. डिपेंड्स. बट उसका बर्थडे तो 4 साल बाद ही आएगा ना. डेट तो 4 साल बाद ही आता है. We are going to talk about the issue of reservation. Actually, we solved 2 questions. What is reservation? And why do we need reservation? This we actually discussed it in the last class. What is reservation and why do we need reservation? The basic question now it does comes, should we continue with the existing reservation or should reservation can be rationalized? Right? There's एक और question आता है कि should we continue with the existing reservation or should we rationalize the existing reservation? We'll come later on this topic, but before we go to let me divide about reservation. There are 2 types of reservation. One is called vertical reservation. Second is called horizontal. Now this is not my classification. There are 2 judgments made by the Supreme Court, where the Supreme Court actually defined these 2 types of reservation. One is vertical and one is horizontal. Now what is horizontal reservation? पढ़ा है आप लोगों ने उसको? Now how we can define vertical reservation? बोलो. सॉरी, नहीं. किस में क्या होगा वर्टिकल में? कैसा हायरार्की? तुम भी हायरार्की बोलो. What is that hierarchy? This is not hierarchy. Now if you look at, initially reservation was given to SCs, STs. Initially, if you look at the reservation that was given to SCs, ST initially, right? There was no reservation to OBC. Now further what happened? The OBC reservation had introduced. ठीक है. अब मान लो कि 100 में से कितना जा रहा था यहाँ पर? मान लो 17% या 16%. Now you have to cut again 27 more seats. The 27 more seats will be cut from 100 to reserve for OBC. Then now we have actually applied to reservation to EWS. Right? How many percent? 10%. Now look at, सो जितना ये ऊपर वर्टिकल में क्या होता है कि जितना डाउन जाता जाएगा ओपन सीट्स कम बचेगा. There will be less open seat in open poll as we go down in vertical reservation. Right? Making sense? In vertical reservation, basically, distribution of goods and services along with the line of social community. What is reservation? Reservation is also distribution, no? Distribution of jobs, distribution of services, distribution of goods, like a scholarship is a good. Nahin? So in vertical reservation, what happens? Distribution of goods and services are on the basis of a particular social group, like SC, ST, OBC, EWS. Now look at the horizontal reservation. Now, what is horizontal reservation? Basically, this is reservation within reservation. There is a reservation within reservation. For example, if you look at, according to the LGBTQ rights of transgender person 2019, 4% reservation was given to LGBT. No, not 94%. Wait. LGBT. Now LGBT को छोड़ो, मुझे पता नहीं. PWD. Look at PWD. There are 5% reservation to the PWD. Now this 5% is not horizontal, but the vertical. Not vertical. It is a horizontal one. कि इतना में से 5% को मिलेगा. Right? Out of 27, 5% will get, PWD will get reservation. Out of 10 seats, PWD will get seats. मान लो कि 100 सीट है टोटल, राइट? और 100 सीट्स में से 16 सीट किसको जाएगा? SC ST को. 27 सीट्स विल गो टू OBC, 10 सीट्स विल गो टू EWS. अब कंसीडर कि देयर आर 5%, सो 10 का 5% कितना होगा? नंबर में डेसिमल में आएगा कुछ, राइट? या डेसिमल में आएगा. नाउ जब सीट हम बढ़ा देंगे 1000, तो कितना होगा? 20 और 2 20 seats होगा. Now 20 seats will be for the PWD under the EWS. Similarly, it will be more in OBC, more less in SC ST. Right? So that is two types of reservation. And if you look at, there are two Supreme Court judgment. One is Indra Sahni versus Union of India case, and second is Suraj Yadav versus State of Uttar Pradesh case. There are two judgment. You write, लिखिए reservation को divide करिए. Right? There are two judgment of the Supreme Court. Vanita, note it down. There are two judgments of the Supreme Court, namely the Indra Sahni versus Union of India, Indra Sahni versus Union of India, and Suraj Yadav versus State of Uttar Pradesh, and Suraj Yadav versus State of Uttar Pradesh, explained horizontal and vertical reservation. Got the idea? Explained horizontal and vertical reservations. Now, the question is how much reservation can be given, right? How much seats should go to reservation? Seats should go to reservation. Kitna? And how much it should be left to open poll? How many? Right? Now, if you see, there are two judgment which gives idea. One is Amar Balaji and versus second is Indra Sahni versus Union of India case. Right? There are two judgments. Two judgment. Amar Balaji कब हुआ था 1963 62 Amar Balaji and Indra Sahni case. In which the Supreme Court held that maximum reservation should be less than 50%. Maximum reservation should be less than 50%. The maximum reservation should be less than 50%. There are two judgments, Amar Balaji and Indra Sahni versus Indra Sahni case 1992, in which Supreme Court held that the maximum reservation should be less than 50%. Okay. However, Indra Sahni judgment Vanita, note it down. However, Indra Sahni judgment held that in certain exceptional cases, extra reservation can be given. In certain exceptional cases, exceptional case, extra reservation can be given. ने कहा ये इंदिरा साहनी केस ने कहा extra reservation can be given. The court held that, next point. अब क्वेश्चन एक आता है, पहले एक क्वेश्चन लिख लेते हैं, उसका आंसर करते हैं. Should reservation be given at the time of appointment or also in promotion? This is one question. Should, लिख लेते हैं क्वेश्चन, उसके बाद हम इसको करते हैं. Should reservation be given at the time of appointment, or also in promotion? Reservation be given at the time of appointment or also in promotion. Now, if you look at, पहले लिख लो, उसके बाद समझाता हूँ. Now, if you see, there was no constitutional provision for reservation in promotion. However, there was a constitutional provision for reservation for SC/ST in the constitution in initial appointment. But if you look at, government at several occasions had provided reservation in promotion by the rules, by the law. Constitution में नहीं था. ठीक है, लिख लेने दो. Shiva, note it down. Should reservation be given at the time of appointment or also in promotion? Now, if you see the story, if you see, reservation at the time of appointment had been given by the constitution itself, right? But there was no explanation whether reservation should be given in promotion or not in the constitution, right? However, if you see the government, government rules and government actually notification, right? Through government notification, reservation in promotion was given. It was not frequent, but it was given. Now, what happened in this case, Indra Sahni case, Supreme Court made a judgment that reservation can be given only in appointment, not in promotion. Got the idea? Now what happened? There was a, I told you that there was already reservation in promotion, not through the constitution, but through the government notification. Now what government responded? The government responded with 77th Constitutional Amendment Act and added Article 16 Clause A. Yeah. Article 16 Clause 4A. आइए. And in that insertion, reservation in promotion was given. Right? Now this reservation in promotion was challenged in the Birpal Singh case. सब स्टोरी आप जानते हो, राइट? मैंने बोला कि हम अब बना सकते हैं, आप लोग स्टोरी जानते हो. Reservation in promotion was challenged in Birpal Singh case, where Supreme Court, upheld the 77th Constitutional Amendment Act, but it said that there should be catch-up rules. Right? Now it was a problematic catch-up rules. Now what government did? Government responded with another Constitutional Amendment Act, that was 85th. ठीक है? Money, you have missed class. Acha, whatever class you miss, you watch it recorded one? No? How many far your home is? How much? How many kilometers? 100? 1000? No, home. 2000 kilometer. You have come from 2000 kilometer to miss the class and not be regular. Even if you miss class by any region, you watch it recorded, my dear. If you face any issue, language issue, it may be the case, right? Language issue, you consult me, you talk to me. Yeah, I'll try my best to solve your problem. Okay, na? You have come far, very far from your hometown. So work on. Okay? Be regular, work, kabhi kuch problem. If you face any issue, any kind of issue, see, any kind of issue if you face, just let me know. ठीक है? चलिए, तो इसको लिखते हैं. So reservation be given at the time of appointment or also in promotion. लिखिए. Although reservation at the time of appointment, although reservation in promotion was not stated by the Constitution. Although reservation in promotion was not stated by the Constitution, although reservation in promotion was not stated by the Constitution, but the government provided reservation in promotion through notification from time to time. Although reservation in promotion was not stated by the Constitution, right, comma, the government provided reservation in promotion through notification from time to time. Government provided reservation in promotion from through notification from time to time. Full stop. Now next point you write. In Indra Sahni versus Indra Sahni case 1992, in Indra Sahni case 1992, Supreme Court held that reservation can be given only at the time of appointment. In Indra Sahni case, bracket 1992, देखो अगर ईयर नहीं लिखोगे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बट अगर ईयर लिख दोगे तो थोड़ा सा इफेक्टिव हो जाता है. That's the difference. There is nothing. In Indra Sahni case, Supreme Court held that reservation can be given only at the time of appointment, not in promotion. Not in promotion. Reservation can be given only at the time of appointment, not in promotion. Full stop. Now next, the government responded. The government responded with 77th Constitutional Amendment Act, 77th CAA. The government responded with 77th CAA, which provided reservation in promotion. Which provided reservation in promotion. The CAA inserted Article 16, Clause 4A. The CAA inserted Article 16, Clause 4A. Next point, the 77th CAA was challenged in bid pulsing case. The 77th CAA challenged in bid pulsing case, in which the Supreme Court validated 77th CAA in which Supreme Court validated 77th CAA but introduced catch-up rules. Which enabled unreserved category which enabled unreserved category unreserved category to regain their seniority. Regain, REGAIN, and to regain their seniority over reserved candidate in case of promotion. Right? What the idea? Now next point, right? The Parliament responded with 85th Constitutional Amendment Act. The Parliament responded with 85th Constitutional Amendment Act, which introduced consequential seniority. What the idea? The next point, the 77th and 85th Constitutional Amendment Act were challenged in M. Nagaraj case. 77th and 85th Constitutional Amendment Act was challenged in M. Nagaraj case, in which the Supreme Court validated 77th and 85th CAA. But Supreme Court held that reservation in promotion cannot be given in discretionary manner. Arbitrary manner. The government should produce a quantifiable data The government should produce quantifiable data that should demonstrate the backwardness. The government should produce quantifiable data, यानी कि उसको दिखना चाहिए, which demonstrate backwardness or inadequacy of representation. Backwardness और नहीं एंड लगा दीजिए, backwardness and inadequacy of representation. Got the idea? This Amnagraj case was 2005. ये जो Amnagraj case हमने लिखा ना, it was the year 2005 when Supreme Court upheld both the Constitutional Amendment Act. Now, one more line. In 2018, Supreme Court upheld Amnagraj judgment. Supreme Court upheld Amnagraj judgment in Lakshmi Narayan Gupta case 2018. क्या लिखा? It means now there is a reservation and there is reservation in promotion. But whenever reservation in promotion should be given, government should put some data. ऐसे नहीं दे सकते आप, right? So there is a check. You can say check here, check of the Supreme Court on a state. State cannot give reservation in promotion in arbitrary manner without quantifiable data. It must have some data to support the reservation in promotion. ठीक है? Which government collect very easily, but because that is available easily. Say for example, yesterday I have told you to search one thing. There are 50 university and the vice chancellor. Think कौन है vice chancellor? If you can find the out of 50, the 45 would be the upper caste. 45 may have upper caste. 4 may have 3 may have OBC and only 2 may have SC. ST I don't think. LGBT तो छोड़ ही दो, right? तो अभी काउंटिंग में ही नहीं है, होता ना invisible. You are in the classroom, you are in the country, but you are not visible to the government. Yeah. Thanks to Tiruchi Siva. Have you heard of Tiruchi Siva? He was an MP, the member of parliament from Tamil Nadu, who introduced the rights of the transgender person bill in 2010 in the upper house, which upper house passed it, but Lok Sabha did not pass that. Right? So that happened. Anyway, now so we talked about yeah. So ये clear हो गया? Reservation in promotion is there, right? But that reservation in promotion should be given only on the basis of quantifiable data that government should support. Otherwise, reservation in promotion cannot be given on discretionary manner. Yes. किसको? हाँ, किसने? सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने? सी अभी तो दो चीजें है. एक तो है आपका फंडामेंटल, पूरा जो राइट्स है ना, राइट्स हैड बीन डिवाइडेड इनटू टू पार्ट. वन इज फंडामेंटल राइट एंड वन इज राइट. ये भी राइट्स ही है, right? These are the positive rights. Within fundamental there are many positive rights. Now parliament is actually intending to implement it. Read article 37, which says DPSP would be the core. However, it would be not justiciable in the any court of the right. Now, if you look at fundamental rights, who protect fundamental rights? The Supreme Court. Supreme Court is the institution which has obligation, political obligation, to protect the fundamental rights. Got the idea? So whenever the parliament, make an amendment act, right? It has its own judgment. ठीक है कि आप रिजर्वेशन प्रमोशन चाहिए ना, फॉर एग्जांपल डेटा शो करते हैं, कुछ डेटा शो किया होगा, राइट? एग्जैक्टली क्या कहा था मुझे पता नहीं है, बट कुछ डेटा शो किया होगा. लुक एट द डेटा, look at the government offices where the representation of the SC/ST are negligible, right? And that's why they need reservation in promotion. Got the idea? So now in Birpal Singh, Supreme Court validated the argument given by the government. हाँ, बस वो लगा दिया कि भैया अब तो उनका भी होना है ना. सी रिजर्वेशन इन प्रमोशन में क्या बताया मैंने आपको कि SC/ST विल गेट अर्ली रिजर्व प्रमोशन. ऐसा नहीं कि सीधा एक क्लास डी से ए पे उठा के रख दिया. नो, देयर विल बी नो सच काइंड ऑफ प्रमोशन कि इफ एनी पर्सन इज प्यून, he cannot be the bureaucrat, right? He will get promotion early than the general candidate, right? But what will happen when general candidate will get promotion? If he was a senior, he may regain senior in case of promotion. Now the Supreme Court actually, the Parliament actually responded with the 85th Constitutional Amendment Act, which introduced consequential seniority, right? So जब वो दूसरे ऑफिस में पहुंचेगा, वो उन दोनों का फिर से ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा, राइट? फिर से प्रमोशन हो जाएगा, फिर से वो सीनियर ही रहेंगे, विल नॉट बी जूनियर. आगे भी प्रमोशन होगा, कोई भी हो. नहीं, SC का ही होगा ना, क्योंकि पहले तो SC/ST का ही प्रमोशन रिजर्वेशन इन प्रमोशन में है. यही पहले आगे आगे जाएंगे, ये पीछे से जाएंगे ये, बट दे कैन नॉट रिगेन. जब ये जाएंगे तो ये आगे चले जाएंगे. होगा. Got the idea? दो साल बाद जाएंगे. आगे तो है ही नहीं ना. द प्रॉब्लम इज आगे है ही नहीं. आगे आगे SC/ST का रिप्रेजेंटेशन है ही नहीं. दैट इज द इशू. व्हाई रिजर्वेशन इन प्रमोशन वाज गिवन? Why reservation in promotion was given? Because there was no representation of SC/ST in Group A, Group B jobs. Reservation promotion can be given, but with the data. अगर data show नहीं कर सकते, you cannot give reservation in promotion. समझ में आया कि अभी भी reservation in promotion can be given, but if if there is already adequate representation, you cannot give reservation in promotion. If there is an adequate representation of SC/ST in certain offices or certain department of the government, you cannot give reservation in promotion. Adequate मतलब जितना in proportion to the population. In proportion to the population. मतलब 16 लोग है पूरा ऑफिसर, उसमें 14-15 होना चाहिए SC/ST का. अभी OBC पे बहुत हंगामा उड़ रहा था. राहुल गांधी पूछ रहे थे, अच्छा बताइए कितने % OBC हैं, कितना है. Now this is also real problem. Look at OBC का रिप्रेजेंटेशन भी कम है. The representation of OBC is also less. Women representation is less. Transgender representation is negligible. Right? अब है क्या, देखो शुरू से अपर कास्ट UR ने ऑक्युपाई करके रखा हुआ है. जहां पे 100 सीट था, पहले 15 ये ले लिया, वो 100 आते थे. And it was coming from the very long back. 15 तो पहले ऐसे छीन लिया, उनको दर्द हुआ ये कैसे छीन लिया, राइट? उसके बाद बोला 27 मुझे भी चाहिए. राइट, ठीक है। तो ऐसे इस तरह से होता है। अगर सुनो, अपर कास्ट हैड ऑलवेज प्रिविलेजेस, whether you believe or not. You read the data, you see the data. Upper caste had always privileges. Privileges of office, privileges of status, privileges in economic risk. Look at the, knowledge. Knowledge was occupied by the upper caste, isn't it? नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है, ऐसा ही है actually. Now it was later on, when British government came, missionary started education among the low caste. 1813 Charter Act. Before that, low caste was not allowed to study. There is a movie called Sudra the Rising. देखिए, if Sudra used to actually pronounce any, sloka, right? उसके टंग को काट लिया जाता था. Right? Sometimes read Annihilation of Caste by Dr. Ambedkar to understand the caste system in India. क्या? Book बहुत पतली है. You can read it in one day if you are a good reader. But हाँ, थोड़ा language ना, Ambedkar was writing. You can think of writing थोड़ा dense है. आपको बहुत आराम से पढ़ने की आदत है, बिल्कुल एक बार पढ़ूं और समझ में आ जाए. But if you see the academic writing, always a little dense. Yeah, you'll read and you have to concentrate on it, and then you can, understand it very, you can understand it very easily. Annihilation of Caste, a good book. Anyway, so we have, met few questions, few answers. Now, SC/ST community, you can see, SC/ST हमने बता दिया था आपको. What is SC, what is ST, right? कितना % ST है, कितना % ST है, आप read from the data, right, which I have given already to you. So the first caste census was held in 1931. The second caste census was held in 2023, नहीं, 2011. Yeah, 2011 was a caste census. The data was not revealed by the government. Why, sir? Because, it would have been more conflict. Because if you see the Bihar government had the caste survey. Now it shows, the upper caste number had been reduced. Vanished नहीं है. वो भी number, हमारा जो यूपी का population है, it is more than Germany, हाँ, ठीक है. हमारा जो झारखंड है, it is equal to France. I don't know, just equate. बिहार का कितना population है? I don't remember now. Density बहुत है. Density, because density depends on the land and population relationship, right? तो ऐसा नहीं कि vanish है, ऐसा नहीं है, बहुत population है. Now government is bringing, now look at some another aspects of reservation, that is called horizontal reservation. And there is a debate, whether quota is sufficient or there should be, rationalization of reservation. Look at, I told you that whether reservation should we continue with the existing reservation or should we rationalize reservation. अभी बोला था कुछ देर पहले question. Now there is a debate whether reservation should be rationalized or not. Now reservation had been already rationalized in case of OBC. Reservation had been already rationalized in case of OBC or in case of reservation given to the general caste. EWS का reservation क्या है? General community का reservation है. That is rationalization. Why? What is rationality over here? Creamy layer. Yeah. How you determine creamy layer? Yeah. So within OBC there is a rationalization of reservation, because creamy layers within OBC cannot get reservation. Right? Now what is a creamy layer? Creamy layer is a family which has having more than certain minimum income, or whose father or parents are, either of the parents are, actually A group officer or professionals or doctor, they cannot get reservation. Now look at the SC/ST. थोड़ा हम लोग देख लेते हैं, इसको बोलते हैं कोटा विद इन कोटा डिबेट. Quotas within quota debate, or you can say that horizontal reservation. Now if you see, if you know SC, can you tell me who can allow particular community or in SC list? The president is the authority, right? The president is the authority which can include any community from to the SC list, or can exclude from SC list or ST list. Article 341, देखो ना 340 बेर एक्ट है, मैं पढ़ाने के बाद भूल जाता हूं. It's 341 around. Just check it. Yeah, 341 is about scheduled caste and 342 is about scheduled tribe. The president may determine, inclusion or exclusion of SC. 341 related to SC and 342 related to ST. The president can exclude or include any community as a SC or ST, right? Now, if you see, initially in 2000, the Andhra Pradesh government, what Andhra Pradesh government did, now how much, if you see there was a 15% reservation to SCs, right? Now what AP government did, AP Andhra Pradesh में कितने community SC में है? There are 56 or 57? अच्छा, 56. There are 56 caste as recognized as a SC. अब इसने क्या किया, 15% सीट को 56 भागों में बांट दिया. Actually divided, yeah, consider मान लो कि 300 सीट है या 400 सीट है या 500 सीट है या 1000 सीट है. What it did, it provided reservation according in proportion to the particular community. Why it did so? इसने क्यों किया ऐसा? ऐसा इसलिए किया कि look at, if reservation is given 15% to SC, now SC is not one community, neither it is a homogeneous community, right? There are several castes within that, in that list, that schedule. Now what happened, the fruits of reservation has been acquired by only few one. कुछ ही लोगों ने, only few castes have actually acquired the fruits of reservation, and the other remain left out. Now what will happen? Now within there was a voice कि हम लोग कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है, सारा यही लोग खा रहा है, right? जनरल वाले तो पूरे अगेंस्ट इसके खिलाफ है. Exactly. होता है. अगर आप नहीं दोगे ना, अगर मैं आपको ना दूं, कुछ सामान बांट रहा हूं, अगर मैं यहां रख दूं, बोलो कि ले लो, जो पावरफुल होगा छीन लेगा, ये पास में ये हड़प लेगी सारा. और मैंने कहने के लिए दे दिया क्लास में. Reservation was given to SC, but what happened within SC? You know that all community within SC are similar socio-economic background, their educational background, right? Certain community are advanced, like for example, if you talk about Mahars in Maharashtra, right, or Jatavs in Uttar Pradesh, right? They are socially and educationally advanced. Comparatively, I'm talking about. I'm not comparing with the upper caste. Now, the most of, if you look at ST mean, Meena community from Rajasthan, right? Now, ST reservation was given, but look at the seats acquired by the Meena community. जाके देखो तुम मीना उनके उनके घर देखो, उनके हेल्थ देखो, राइट? वो लंबे चौड़े बिल्कुल ऐसे गोरा चिट्टा, राइट? और एग्जैक्टली in family all have government jobs. Let me tell you, maximum people have government jobs in Meena community, right? Now it's not that the other ST community have acquired same status, right? Now the question is, when a particular community have actually secured the economic, social to baat ki baat hai, economic and educational status, should they be in the list or should they be excluded? Right? They should be excluded. Right? Do you agree or not? You can counter me. See, because मैं इसी को counter करूंगा फिर से. मान लो नहीं आप मान लो प्रेसिडेंट कर सकते हैं ना, स्टेट कैन डू इट ना. मान certain community are economically and educationally empowered. Now they should be excluded and let them compete with the general open pool. Let them compete in the open pool, right? Can we do that? Yes, sir. Okay. This is one rationalization. Second rationalization, let's distribute the seats according to the community. मान लीजिए certain community have 0.5% among the SC population. Certain community have 2% among the SC. What the idea? Now the 2% seats will goes to this community, 0.5% seat will goes to this community, right? So seats distribution shall go according to the population of particular community within the SC list. Am I making sense, Asha? Am I making sense, Vinay? Right? Now this was the first time Andhra Pradesh government did. Now Tamil Nadu did the same. In Tamil Nadu there was a Arundhitiyar caste. Right? They were most backward within the SC list. Arundhitiyar. इसमें लिखा होगा. Right? Tamil Nadu government provided. लिखा हुआ है क्या कहीं पे? लिखा है? तो नहीं लिखा है तो लिख देंगे हम. Right? Now what happened? Tamil Nadu government had provided a reservation within reservation to the Arundhatiyar caste community. Now Punjab government provided a reservation to Majhavi Sikh. Yeah, Majhavi Sikh. Within Sikh there are SC. So Majhavi Sikh actually also received reservation within reservation, and also Balmiki community in Punjab. Right? Now what happened? This was all challenged in the court. Now Bihar government ने भी किया. Bihar government ने एक word नया word ढूंढ लिया. Have you heard about Mahadalit? Have you heard of the word Mahadalit? The leaders of Bihar, when you go to the rally, they will tell you Maharali. देखा है? I was actually crossing Uttar Pradesh and I have seen board Thandi beer. मैंने कहा ये क्या है Mahathandi beer भाई? What do you mean by Mahathandi beer or कहीं पे Thandi beer? When I ask the person कि what does it mean? Somewhere it is a Thandi beer, somewhere it is a Mahathandi beer. I ask you what is the difference between these two? तो ही ऐसा क्या? और मुझे ड्राइवर ने रिस्पॉन्ड किया कि सर जहां पर वो महाठंडी है ना, वो उसके पास प्रॉपर व्यवस्था है, वहां पर ठंडी मतलब चिल्ली मिलेगी. जहां पर ठंडी है पता नहीं लाइट हो ना हो, डिपेंड करता है. राइट? दे हैव नॉट प्राइवेट अरेंजमेंट of cold, the fridge. Got the idea? So this is Mahadalit and one was Dalit. Now let me tell you interesting facts. If you know the leaders and the community, then it will be interesting for you. Now in Bihar, I told you that how many community are there in SC? 33. Now he had put 32 under this and one under this. And one community was Paswan. You know Ramvilas Paswan? and it was Ramvilas Paswan community who remained only Dalit. Otherwise, all becomes Mahadalit. Now, government has started policy in order to protect the Mahadalit. Right? Now look at how they are politicians are the engineers. They are social engineers. Nahin? Right? Anyway, now this was challenged in the court. This division, the quota within quota, was challenged in the. Now in 2005, the E.V. Chennaiya versus State of Andhra Pradesh case, the Supreme Court held that the only president has actually altered the SC list, scheduled caste list, right? Oh, it was a High Court first. This, division by the Andhra Pradesh government was challenged in the Andhra Pradesh High Court, which says that the state has no power to alter or alter the list of the scheduled caste. It is the only president who can alter the list of schedule. आप अगर आपने बांट दिया तो अल्टरिंग हो गया ना. आंध्र प्रदेश वाला स्टेट, एपी मतलब आंध्र प्रदेश, राइट? एपी से कोई और दूसरा स्टेट भी है, अरुणाचल प्रदेश. हाँ, नहीं, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट. इन अरुणाचल प्रदेश देयर इज नो एससी. देयर आर 4 स्टेट्स वेयर देयर इज नो एससी. डेटा पढ़ो ना, उसमें पढ़ो तो सारा मेरे से मत पूछो, उसमें भी मैंने क्यों दिया है पढ़ने के लिए आपको, राइट? देयर आर 4 स्टेट्स वेयर देयर इज नो एससी. एनीवे, सो व्हाट हैपेंड? The High Court actually, struck down this division of SC, scheduled caste, by the High Court. When actually the Andhra Pradesh government challenged the High Court judgment in the Supreme Court validated the High Court judgment that the state cannot alter the scheduled caste list. The state cannot do it, right? Now, if you look at, the state was asserting several states, Bihar, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, that this division is necessary. सही क्या है पता है? सही वही है जो आप प्रूफ कर देते हैं. जजमेंट में क्या होता है? कोर्ट में क्या होता है? What is truth? Truth that you prove through the evidence, right? Consider you have killed someone, right? And you prove that I have killed this person in defense of my life. You have to give evidence, right? Now what happened? Many states actually convinced the government that this division is necessary, right? And then in 2018, in Lakshmi Narayan Gupta case, Supreme Court accepted the idea of this quota within quota, that yes, it is necessary. Now state government can alter touch the SC list, and it can subdivide the reservation within reservation. Sorry? Oh, ये तो अब स्टेट कर सकता है. ये तो महादलित उनका पॉलिटिकल वो था, डिवाइड एंड रूल. हाँ. Politics of caste has been a category, very active category, political category. करना पड़ेगा. and जब उसने किया तो ये इसी within, अभी ये तो SC का है. Look at OBC. The OBC has been, the class has been also divided now. Entire reservation has been divided, right? So ऐसा नहीं कि ओबीसी को डिवाइड जो करे, पॉलिटिकल अपना एक एजेंडा है, बट उसका एक सोशल इकोनॉमिक एंगल है, राइट? ऑफ कोर्स पॉलिटिशियन विल ऑलवेज अपना रोटी सेकना जिसको बोलते हैं, दे विल डू देयर ओन वर्क, बट देयर आर आल्सो सोशल एंगल ऑफ दैट. समझ में आया? Now state can alter the list of the SC, scheduled caste. कुछ नहीं करना है. Directly state can provide reservation within reservation. क्यों नहीं कर सकती? अरे प्रेसिडेंट होता कौन है? It is a COM, हेडेड बाय पीएम, जो कहती है वो करता है एक्चुअली। और कोई भी बिल क्या होता है, यही लोग तो प्रेजेंट करते हैं व्हाट इज बिल। वेट, क्या होता है, देर आर इंसर्शन ऑफ एससी और एसटी थ्रू द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट, राइट। अब मान लीजिए स्टेट को कुछ करना है, मतलब मान लो हिमाचल प्रदेश इज अ स्टेट, right? And in Himachal Pradesh, one community should be added into the list. Now, what will happen? The chief minister, headed the council of minister, headed by the CM. CM will advise to the governor, and governor will advise to the central government. Right? Central government pass a law amendment to the constitution, and then the list would be amended. Not before that. Of course, president sign करेगा. President क्या करता है? मोहर मारता है. President जब पढ़ाएंगे, president is a mere rubber stamp, sometimes it is called, right? मना कैसे कर देगा president? In parliamentary democracy, no. Yeah, you are right. See, there are many interesting stories. Let me tell you the story between the first prime minister and first president of India, right? What happened? If you see a Hindu code bill, have you heard about Hindu code bill? Which was actually, framed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and Ben Rao, and he advised Prime Minister to introduce it, and Prime Minister declined it, right? But after 6 years, Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru actually subdivided the Hindu code bill, and it passed in few in the name of few bill, Hindu marriage bill, Hindu succession bill. It introduced the bill, and President was not signing it, right? President was not signing it. बोला कि असली पावर मेरे पास है, right? Now and there is a later exchange between the prime minister and president. Now the prime minister held that no, we are having parliamentary democracy where the prime minister has real power, and the president is a mere ceremonial figurehead. Now he said no. Look at the Article 53. It says the president is the head of the executive, who shall act by himself or with the subordinate officer, right? Now this issue went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court जाने से पहले बता दे तो क्या हुआ? The Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru threatened to resign as a Prime Minister. मैं रहो, मैं जा रहा हूँ यहाँ से. He had threatened, then President had signed on that. Got the idea? Now, when case went to the Supreme Court held that the President is a mere ceremonial figurehead, right? And President has to act upon the aid and advice given by the Council of Ministers. In parliamentary democracy, President is a mere, ceremonial figurehead. ऐसे नहीं कि उनको जब मन होगा नहीं हो करेंगे, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते. President has, this constitution gives no power to the president. Let me tell you, in real manner, real sense. If you look at, अगर हम पावर ऑफ द प्रेसिडेंट पढ़ेंगे, बहुत बड़ा लिस्ट बताऊंगा मैं आपको. प्रेसिडेंट के पास ये भी पावर है, ये भी पावर है, ये भी पावर है, बट इन रियलिटी कुछ भी नहीं है, right? The all power is exercised by the council of ministers headed by the prime minister. Prime minister is very powerful position, right? वो दिन को रात बना सकता है, रात को दिन बना सकता है, right? एक इसने कहा था ना, अब अभी ओथ के बारे में बताता हूँ. एक स्कॉलर है, वो कहता है इट्स नॉट अबाउट इंडियन प्राइम मिनिस्टर, इट इज अबाउट वेस्टर्न यूके प्राइम मिनिस्टर. कि यूके प्राइम मिनिस्टर कैन डू एवरीथिंग एक्सेप्ट ही कैन नॉट चेंज मैन इनटू वुमन और वुमन इनटू मैन. वो एक मैन को वुमन नहीं बना सकता, वुमन को मैन, अदरवाइज ही कैन डू एनीथिंग. That can be that similar thing is with Indian prime minister, can do anything, right? Now come to the oath that you have talked about. The president, of course, takes oath to protect or defend the Indian Constitution, right? Now, if you look at in preamble, we talked about we the people of India. Now, who represents we the people of India? The parliament. We are living in a representative democracy, and parliament is a will of the people. Whenever the will of the people is represented, president has to honor that, right? That is a constitution. कल अगर सबको मन करेगा ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हटा करके हम दूसरा कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाएंगे, हम नहीं रोक सकता, कोई नहीं रोक सकता. Got the idea? Otherwise, let me tell you, the president is not a protector or a guardian of the Indian Constitution. The Supreme Court is, the judiciary is. Got the idea? Although, president takes oath to defend and protect the Indian Constitution. समझ में आया? प्रैक्टिकलिटी में कोई पावर नहीं उनके पास. अब अब जब पढ़ेंगे तब इमरजेंसी, ठीक है? अब वो ज्यादा लंबा कहानी चला जाएगा जेल सिंह के बारे में. हाँ, ठीक है. या देयर वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी. और 11 बज गया. नाउ थोड़ा इसको लिखिए या लिख लेंगे? कैन यू नोट इट डाउन? नोट्स में है ना? नाउ लेट मी टॉक अबाउट सब क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ ओबीसी. ये भी बता दूं मैंने सोचा आज रिजर्वेशन खत्म कर दूंगा. सब क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ OBC. Now let me tell you, first time OBC reservation was given in Tamil Nadu. First time, right? It was not by the central government, right? Although there was a demand. Let me tell you, there was an OBC political party. Have you heard about Triveni Sangh? There are two parties. Justice Party was in the south, and Triveni Sangh was in the north. These were the caste-based parties, right? OBC-led parties. Got the idea? There was a demand, but reservation was not given to the OBC in the constitution, right? The first time it was a Tamil Nadu government which provided reservation to OBC, which was challenged in the court by the Champakam Dorai Rajan. You know Champakam Dorai Rajan. Okay? Now Supreme Court invalidated the reservation, Madras General Order, right? Then what happened? Right? The Parliament passed the first Constitutional Amendment Act, and it introduced 15 clause 4. Now then the government appointed first commission, Kaka Kelkar Commission, in order to investigate the condition of OBC. Now the Kaka Kelkar Committee submitted its report, but its report had been criticized by, even Nehru started criticizing Kelkar Commission. Because, it took, 1931 census, caste census, right? And it talked about deprivation among the OBCs. Now, अब लगा सबको कि यार अब तो ये कास्ट हो रहा है, हर जगह कास्ट, right? Now, nothing happened. Now, it was a Janata Party government which appointed BP Mandal Commission, right? BP Mandal Commission, Bindesuri Prasad Mandal was his name, and he was initially Congress leader, now then shifted to, non-Congress party in Bihar. Now, when he came to Patna, let me tell you his personal life, he had 4,000 acre land. He had 4,000 acre land when he had come to study Patna, right? He had four servants, right? पहले बड़े लोग होते थे ना, अपने बच्चे को पढ़ने होते थे तो 4 नौकर भेजते थे. तुम खाना बना देना भैया का तुम सब्जी ले आना, भैया का तुम मालिश कर देना. Initially the मालिश, मालिश, तेल मालिश, it was a very popular tel malish. Now it has already gone. Now it has not left. बहुत लोग अभी भी करवाते तेल मालिश. Have you seen in movie? You can see. Now it demolished, right? That malish kar dena. Anyway, he had 4 servants. Who? BP Mandal. Anyway, he had become politician. पता है उसके पास 4 नौकर है तो कितने फॉलोअर होंगे, उसके पास पैसा कितना होगा. He had become politician. He joined Congress party. Then he shifted to other party. Right now and he was also educated. He studied. It's not that he didn't study. He studied. And when the Janata Party government headed by, who headed the Janata Party government? Janata Party government 1977. Who was the prime minister? Morarji Desai. Yes, you are right. Morarji Desai was the prime minister. Right. And he appointed second backward class commission headed by the BP Mandal. Now BP Mandal actually recommended 27% reservation for OBCs. And it actually talked about 3,700, more than 3,700 castes as a OBC. There is not 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 3,700 categories within OBC. Right? तो OBC list में देखो कितना OBC list में है. India has approximately 5,000 castes. Look at. We are speaking 1,600 languages. 1,600 languages. Out of 1,600 languages, 97% people speaks approximately 25 languages. Out of 25, 22 are already placed in 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution. If you see the plurality in India, right? Anyway, now what happened? उस report का भी कुछ नहीं हुआ. Let me tell you, nothing happened to that report. Now it was a BP Singh government. His name was Vishwanath Prasad Singh. He was a Raja. He was a Congress leader, but he had very large amount of land, right? And he was from Congress party. Now in 1989, he defected from Congress and he formed government with the support of BJP, right? BJP plus left. Can you think BJP and left can can come together? आज तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं. The BJP and left came together and supported BP Singh government, right? Now अब क्या हुआ कि BJP withdrew the support. Now Congress had given outside support. इसको बोलते हैं, right, kingmaker. See how he had become king, right? Congress had given. Now BJP came in opposition. Now BJP has started Ayodhya movement. Now what BP Singh has done, actually he announced implementation of Mandal Commission. He announced the implementation of Mandal Commission and there was an uproar among the upper caste. Right? There was an uproar among the upper caste. This is not, not good. Right? How much you can give reservation? Right? And there was a one boy, his name was some Goswami, Rajiv Goswami. He actually burned himself at the front of Delhi, some colleges at Delhi, in Delhi University. Deshbandhu college tha, right? And there was a uproar ki kya hoga, nahi hoga, and this government did not survive a lot, right? There was a election. Isne bhi support wapas le liya. Kya bakwas kar raha tu, right? Now look at the Congress government came to power in 1992. Now ये भी क्यों हुआ? Rajiv Gandhi was killed. Rajiv Gandhi was killed and there was a sympathy. It was the Rajiv Gandhi, right? Now in 1992, PV Narasimha Rao had become, now PV Narasimha Rao had acquired or achieved prime ministership, right? Abhi unko mila hai na Bharat Ratna, right? This prime minister PV Narasimha Rao had done many work. He was famed, he was defamed, right? He was a very much contested man. एक किताब है नहीं, it was Sonia Gandhi's recommendation that PV got prime ministership. नहीं तो मुखर्जी बनते, प्रणब मुखर्जी। तुमने हाफ लाइन पढ़ लिया है? नहीं, हाँ नहीं, वो बाद की बात है, वो 2004-5 की बात है, जब वो पीवी वाज डाइड इन दिल्ली एंड ओनली द एल्डर सन वाज विद हिम, राइट? ठीक है, देयर इज वन गुड बुक, हाफ लाइन। सम कभी मौका मिले आपको, हाँ पढ़ लेना, मौका मिले तो पढ़ लीजिएगा, नहीं मौका मिलेगा कोई बात नहीं। नाउ व्हाट पीवी नरसिम्हा राव डिड, now look at what PB Narasimha Rao did. PB Narasimha Rao implemented 27% reservation because it was also demand. And let me tell you, this OBC movement was supported by SCST also. Why? Because SCST thought that if if the upper caste becomes successful in snatching the, not allowing OBC to get reservation, it may be the next chance that SCST reservation may be can be abolished. So SCST, supported the OBC movement. Now, Narasimha Rao implemented 27% reservation to OBC and 10% seat reservation had been given to EWS. हाँ, now this was challenged in the court. जो already मैंने आपको कहानी बता चुका हूँ. I have told you the story now earlier, right? This was challenged in the which case? Indira Sahni versus Union of India case. In that case, Supreme Court validated 27% reservation and it said, that EWS reservation is not valid. You cannot give reservation on the basis of economic criteria. Got the idea? Now reservation continued. Later on, what happened within OBC, if you see the reservation of the force of reservation has not reached to equally. It was not equitable benefit that actually each community get. Certain community within OBC actually, received benefit of the reservation. Now there is a demand that this OBC can be subclassified. This OBC can be subclassified, and in 2016 or 17, government appointed G. Rohini Commission. कब? 2017 में. 17 है उसको, इसने 17 में अपॉइंटमेंट हुआ एंड it actually their target was 6 months, but it has taken its tenure had been extended 9 times to investigate the or subclassify the OBC. 6 महीने टाइम मिला था उनको. It took approximately 3 to 4 years to conclude the subclassification. पक्का? अच्छा, 19 में हुआ है पक्का ना? अच्छा, तो मैं ही गड़बड़ हो रहा हूँ. हाँ, बस यू चेक ऑन गूगल, हो सकता है 2019 में, या हाँ 2019 में कोविड के कारण, यस 2019 में, बट यू कैन चेक इट गूगल, राइट? मुझे 2017 क्यों आ रहा है याद, बट एनीवे, नाउ इफ यू लुक एट द G. Rohini Commission, it subclassified OBC into 4 types: type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 4. That is the name. Now, in each type, there are certain category of OBC, right? The type 1 received this much of representation, type 2 received this much of representation, type 3 received this much of representation, and type 4 received this much of representation. Now, OBC, when OBC apply for reservation, पहले तो वो देखता है मैं किस लिस्ट में आ रहा हूं. Now there is no uniform 27% reservation to OBC to all community. No. Now OBC had been subdivided. Now OBC find themselves there. Where is my place? Whether I am OBC 1, OBC 2, or OBC 3, or OBC 4. In OBC 4, there is a larger reservation, 10%. Got the idea? यही है उसका क्या नाम है, सब क्लासिफिकेशन. EWS I'll talk about tomorrow. I'll talk about EWS tomorrow. How idea developed. This EWS आया कहाँ से? The concept has originated in Bihar. I'll tell you. कौन? 17th है ना? गूगल में चेक करो ना, है ना? 17 ना? या तो उसको भी सही कर लो. नहीं, नोट में मैंने सही में 19 लिखा है, 17 कर लो. मेरे दिमाग में आ रहा है, पता नहीं. बंद करिए, अब हो गया.